I'm Savannah, I'm a dorm staff, and I'm about to show you how to wipe a surface using a grid pattern. I have this lovely Clorox wipe that is flat, and it's about the size of my hand. So I'm going to place my hand on top of it, and I'm going to start on the left top corner. And I'm going to move over to the right to the end of the table, and then move about a hand length down, and then over to the left, down, over to the right, down, over to the left, down, over to the right, down, left, down, right, down, left, until I'm at the bottom of the table. And then it's good to check your work. So I'm going to find myself with my bare hand in the same place, and I'm going to start at the left top and move over to the right and then down, and make sure that I am not running into any sticky spots or anything extra. So say I felt a sticky spot right here. Okay, well, I'm going to put that down. I'm going to just make sure that I get that whole spot. And then I'm going to put my hand there and then check my work. All the way over, down, left, down, right, down, left. And now the table is so clean and looks beautiful.
Also, when you feel the sticky spot, you put the wipe back down on the table and re-wipe it. And it's very good when you first start teaching this to your student. You use a smaller surface so they kind of get the gist of what's going on before then, like this coffee table, before you move on to like a dining room table that's much larger in scale.
Right. Hi y'all, I'm Savannah, I'm a dorm staff, and I'm going to be showing you how to clean a table using a grid pattern. So we want to start on the top right corner. This is my right, and I'm using a wipe that is flat. That way there's better grip, and it's about the size of my hand. So I'm just going to place my hand over it and then pull down toward my body, and then move over to my left about one hand length, and then move up the table over to my left, down to my left, up to my left, down to my left, up, and continue that pattern. So this way, going up, left, down, left, up, left, down, and then I end at the bottom left corner of the table. The purpose of the grid pattern is to make sure that you get every part of the table, because typically sometimes when we're trying to clean, we don't have a pattern, and then we do what looks like this. And there's no way that we know that we've gotten everything. So it's also a good idea to check using your hands to make sure that you got everything. Sometimes there's something sticky or there's something on the table. So I'm going to start again with my hand in the same place at my top right, and go down and left and up to my left and down. And then this way I can tell that the table is clean. It's a good trick. You just do the whole thing. And it's okay to check with your bare hand because we already cleaned it, so it's not gross. Oh, and I just came across a little bit of celery. So now put it into my wipe. And then I know that it's clean. So you want to check the whole table. This is a bigger table, smaller surface. It's a little bit easier, but always use the grid pattern.
Hi, Yvonne here. Notice how when Savannah first started cleaning,
she used a smaller coffee table. That's important. We want to start with small surfaces first and then graduate the student into larger surfaces such as the dining room table. Also, small surfaces like kitchen countertops, bathroom sinks. And then you can also use this procedure with the grid pattern for them to start cleaning windows and cleaning mirrors. So start small and then gradually increase the size.